Hey guys, hey, thanks so much for joining me today. I want to talk about through the rivers and flames. There are a few scriptures that I came across, something that I was reading in my daily text, daily scriptures that I read, and I just wanted to share it. There are moments when the weight of life feels almost too much to carry. You pray, you hope, you wait, but the trial doesn't lift right away. And it's so easy to wonder, does Jehovah God still listen? Is he still listening? James 1:6 reminds us, keep asking in faith, not doubting at all. Jehovah doesn't stop every storm, but he never leaves us standing in it by ourselves. He promises to help us to pass through the waters, not drown in them, to walk through the flames, not be burned by them. Sometimes that means he gives us strength instead of escape. Other times he sends peace in the middle of the fire. Either way, he's near. Sometimes you just have to endure and go through. Maybe you've been praying about the same thing for months and it feels like nothing's changing. Ask yourself, what am I doing along with asking God for help? Or maybe it's one of those seasons where you're holding everything together on the outside, but inside you're just tired. That's a weight that we don't have to carry. Holding it in makes things worse, but we can lighten the load by releasing it, by handing it over to the one who can actually carry it. Isaiah 43:2 says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be scorched. That's not poetic comfort. That's a promise. For some, it's the storm of health problems, like me. When your body doesn't do what it used to do, and you wonder if he sees the pain that you hide, which of course he does. He sees and knows all. I definitely get this because of the chronic pain that I'm in. I wish I could run like I used to or dance like I used to, but right now, that's just not my life. Still, his promise remains the same. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be scorched. That's what he said. You might not feel strong right now. You might even feel like your faith is running thin, running low. Remember that the same God who split the sea still helps his people through whatever feels impossible. For others, it's the flood of worry, bills, loneliness, fear about what's next. There's been so many layoffs, the high price of food, and everything else that we need. And it's stressful, but he hasn't gone anywhere. He's still guiding us even through this. He doesn't just give us escape, sometimes he gives us endurance, peace in the middle of the fire. And maybe you've been standing at that wall, the one that looks too high to climb. But the thing about walls, they aren't always there to stop us. Sometimes they're just there to show us how much strength we've gained with him. Psalm 18:29 says, by God's power, I can scale a wall. That means that no obstacle is higher than his help. You don't have to have perfect faith to be loved by God, just enough faith to reach out again today. Be obedient. Even small faith, when it's placed in Jehovah, it moves mountains, or at least helps you climb them. So don't give in to doubt. Pray in faith. Keep walking because every step you take through the flood or the fire proves that he is still guiding you. One prayer, one breath, one act of trust at a time. Find peace in Jehovah's promises. See you in the next video.